Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for February 28th through March 6th, 2022. If you're new to my channel, hello, a very warm welcome to you all, and if you're returning, thank you. If you're returning, I'm very grateful for each and every one of you, and let's get right into your reading. So we are in Pisces season right now. A lot of you may be feeling your intuition may be very much on point, even more than usual. You might be having some dreams. Perhaps you're experiencing a little bit of a shift in your energy. Okay, that's that Pisces energy coming in here. But we also have a new moon in Pisces in the middle of the week on March 2nd. The new moons are always a great time for setting intentions, for manifesting new things, okay, making improvements, starting new projects, all of these things. This one brings in, there's a little bit of healing energy here that comes in, especially with all of this watery energy that has us, really paying attention to our emotions, okay, but this new moon is very, very exciting because we do have an alignment with Jupiter, the planet of expansion, abundance, and luck coming in here. We also have a very positive aspect with Uranus here as well, the modern ruler of Aquarius, okay, bringing in that zest for life, the big picture way of thinking, some innovation, some, energy to start new things, get out of your comfort zone. All right. And both Jupiter and Uranus, Jupiter is represented by the Wheel of Fortune, and Uranus is represented by the Fool. So it's a great time for making improvements, to expand your horizons, to try new things, to maybe even be a little bit spontaneous, try something new and get out of your comfort zone. All right. But if you are ever going to set some intentions and manifest anything into your world, this new moon with this Jupiter influence and that Wheel of Fortune is the time to do it. So we've got the courage energy coming out here, okay? So you might have some challenges in the week forward, and you might actually need to be a little bit courageous. You might need to be a little bit brave, okay? Now, this can certainly come into play if you're looking to make any changes in your life, or if you are looking to try something that you've never done before, try something new, get out of your comfort zone. That sometimes that's a little bit scary. It's a little bit frightening, exciting, but frightening at the same time. So Leo the Lion makes an appearance here to give you that courage to overcome any obstacles, to make the right choices, even to speak up for yourself in some way, okay, and also to even possibly even let some things go, or again, try something new, try something different, have a little bit of fun even as well. We've got the willpower card coming out here as well, and this is wonderful, okay? So this really does show that through sheer drive, determination, and exerting your willpower, that you can accomplish anything. Okay, and you might also have the energy here in the week forward where you might need to step up to the plate. Okay, exert your willpower, have a little bit of courage, okay, be brave on something here, okay, especially, I'm getting the energy here that someone may actually need to ask for what you want. Whether this is from a person or whether this is something in your workplace, okay, sometimes we do need to grab the bull by the horns, and we're not going to get what we want unless we ask for it. We put ourselves out there, and that takes a little bit of courage, all right? But with the willpower energy and the courage energy here, I feel that some of you are need to avoid some temptation or something in the week forward, okay? So it could be that you're trying to make some positive change in your life, whether it's with your physical self, your spiritual self. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Whatever that happens to be. And sometimes we really need that little bit of extra willpower to avoid making the same mistakes, avoid the same cycles again, okay, or to, put up some boundaries in some area there as well. All right, I'm getting that, maybe you're trying to make healthier life choices here, and sometimes we just gotta be like, no, keep that chocolate away from me. I'm trying not to eat it right now, okay? But whatever you've got going on, you've got the will, you've got the drive, and you've got the courage to keep on going on. Page of Wands, new adventures, excellent. We've got the Six of Cups. Okay, you might be really living in the moment, enjoying yourself, okay, maybe trying some new things, having some fun. The Six of Cups quite often represents your inner child, okay? There could also be something that you're thinking about from yesteryear, from the past, but we'll get there. The High Priestess, there is your connection with the moon energy. Get ready to receive all of the abundance and the blessings that are coming towards you. That is also, that's not just your connection with the moon, that's connection with your yin energy there of open, receptive energy. It's also your connection with your higher self, your intuition. We've got the Tower. Excellent. Look at that. Okay, and we also have the Three of Wands. Okay, so there certainly is a little bit of a shake-up energy here. We've got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, getting something exciting that's here for you. This is the energy of taking charge, taking the lead, following your passions, your goals, your dreams, taking action. Okay, and being very successful. And the Knight of Wands can also be a person in your life as well that may have some sort of influence. Okay, perhaps this person is someone that you need to put the brakes on with, okay, or avoid in some way. Knight of Wands can sometimes be known as kind of a player energy. It's like there's someone very exciting to be around, but they don't necessarily stick around. Okay, so it could be a friend, a romantic interest, maybe someone from your past, okay, and you might need to really put up those boundaries, okay, or it could be someone that's energetically still lurking around here in the Tower, out the door they go. All right. And, just to alleviate your fears, because I know a lot of people, they see the tower come out and they're like, oh my God, this is horrible. It actually isn't, okay? But the Tower really is something that gets us out of our comfort zone. It's the mover and the shaker energy. And the thing is, the Tower has been coming out quite frequently in these weekly readings. And the reason being is because the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune quite often partner up. They're quite often come in hand. When I get the Wheel of Fortune, I don't always get the Tower, but when the Tower comes in, there's almost always a Wheel of Fortune energy. I'd say it's probably about 95+% probability usually. And because Jupiter is at play, okay, expansion, luck, growth, okay, all of these things, because that Jupiter Wheel of Fortune energy is at play, the Tower keeps coming out. Because whenever we have a shift in a cycle or a shift in our energy, okay, or this period of expansion, that is change. And that's what the Tower ultimately represents. Sudden, unexpected change, something where we release any old excess energy, situations, people, okay, that have been holding us back or keeping us stuck in some way so that we can make room for the new, right? Think of a big tall glass of water and it's filled to the rim, but it's warm. And you're like, I didn't want a warm glass of water. I wanted a cold glass of water. Well, you can't just add ice to your existing glass of water because it'll overflow. So you have to dump some of your water out and then add your ice. And that's kind of what that Tower is, right? So something's not working, something's blocking you, something's got to go. Old ways of thinking, old energies, old people, old situations, whatever that happens to be, all the old energy, out the door it goes so that you can embrace something bigger, brighter, shinier, newer. Okay, but there certainly could be, excuse me, a surprise that does come in here for some of you, okay, but certainly does represent kind of the shift in energy. So I wasn't going to originally start with the Tower, but apparently I am. So that Tower does bring about that sudden shift. Now, the Tower also actually helps us as well, because it's really a paradigm shift, okay? It's a little bit of a shakeup, right? So we quite often do get that Tower when we get a revelation, an epiphany moment, okay? It's also something that comes in from our higher selves here, High Priestess and the Tower, okay? Something comes in through our crown chakra, our higher chakras, all right, as just a solution, an answer, a piece of information, okay, something along those lines, and something that gets us moving, gets us shaking, gets us, taking some sort of action, all right, or, whatever that happens to initiate, okay, because that Tower comes in when we are quite often stuck in some way. Okay, so out with that old, embrace the new, okay? Now, for some of you with this Tower being in an inauspicious position right behind that Page of Wands here, there could certainly be some sort of surprise that does come in for you in the week ahead. It could just be a surprise bit of energy that comes in, okay? A little bit of inspiration possibly with that Page of Wands, aha moment, okay? That light bulb moment that catches you off guard, okay? Or seemingly out of the blue. Pay attention to your dreams. But it could also be something that comes in from another person or something that maybe you don't expect or don't want, right? We don't always like surprises. So sometimes that Tower energy here, it's like, ugh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want any change. Okay, sometimes we don't like change. We're afraid of change, but change is inevitable. It's actually the only constant that is in our human world. Things are always evolving and changing. So, but there could actually be something that's challenging for you here with this Tower energy as well. So whether this is something that has already transpired, or whether that's something that's coming in for this week, certainly something that does cause a little bit of a shakeup for you. But it's almost like it frees you up, though. Okay, so, yeah, some of you could have a challenge in the week forward, but ultimately it's freeing for you. So even though it might be difficult to deal with. Okay. But we do have the Page of Wands right in the center here. So quite often we are the initiators of our own Tower moments there as well. It's like all of a sudden you wake up one day, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling this pep in your step, and you're like, I got to take action. I got to do something. You're following your passions, you're doing something exciting. Okay, this will certainly be a shift in your energy. All right, something that gets you out of your comfort zone, trying new things. The Page of Wands is a wonderful energy, showing the first signs of manifestations are possibly coming in. The Page of Wands brings good news that could actually change your life a little bit in some small area or even a big area. All right, so certainly a big shift there, but it's very exciting that comes in with that Page of Wands. The Six of Cups. Now the pages can sometimes, they always represent something new, fresh, exciting, something innovative, especially this one here related to manifestations as well. Okay, this could just be you taking a fresh approach at how you manifest things into your life. All right, perhaps previously you'd be like, oh my God, you got this epiphany, this revelation here that I've been manifesting things all wrong. I've been focusing on things I don't want. That's not the right way to manifest things in. Okay, oh my goodness. And here you are, maintaining a more positive way of manifesting things. And that's one of the things with manifestation, is that wherever our attention goes is where our energy ultimately flows. So if you are setting intentions for manifestation, and if you're focusing on things you don't want, you're ultimately going to attract more of what you don't want. So we always want to manifest, first of all, from the heart, attach emotions to it, but we always want to manifest from a place of abundance and positivity, never one of lack or negativity, okay? Because we ignore that, forget about all that negative stuff. We want to welcome in the positive, okay? So just a little bit of a hint. Now, if you did just get a revelation there, okay, and you're like, oh my God, I've done it wrong all this time, don't worry about it. Ask your angels, please reset my manifestations. Thank you very much. And start fresh and start new. No big deal. Okay. You can always there's a buffer of time between when we set our intentions and when our manifestations come to fruition. There's a reason for that, because we're human and we do screw things up every once in a while. So there is always that buffer of time. But the Tower usually does bring in things fast. So I think some of you are getting some really good news in here that could possibly be related to previous manifestations as well. But the pages can sometimes represent children as well, and we've got the Six of Cups that also can represent children. Now, with this being in your crowning position, perhaps you are opening yourself up to the possibility of starting a family. Perhaps there's something with one of your kids that you're sending one of your children out into the world to fend for themselves, perhaps sending them off to school, college, university, something like that. Maybe one of your kids is starting their first job, okay, and it's very exciting, but also it's like, oh my goodness, kind of a little bit scary at the same time here. But the Six of Cups also shows that the Six of Cups is an interesting card. It can certainly represent your inner child, okay, for sure, right? You're getting out there, you're having a little bit of fun, all work and no play, not good for anyone, okay? But the Six of Cups can also be a reflection on the past while enjoying the present moment and making plans for the future. So it's a little bit of an in-between card, a little bit of an in-between energy. Sometimes, sometimes with the Six of Cups, there's always the reminder there to enjoy your present moment. Today, the here, the now is where the energy is alive, it's active, it's here. The past, the energy is dead, done, gone. You can't change it, okay? But we can reflect on the past to see where we think we went wrong. Okay, we never really went wrong, but we think we did. Okay, we're always where we're meant to be, no matter what our situation is, okay? And sometimes we are destined to make a mistake, or what we think is a mistake, because it's a rite of passage, okay? It's a learning experience for us. So we don't always know that at the time, though. So anyways, but the Six of Cups is where we reflect on the past, We see where we've been, we see how far we've come, we reflect on the old energy, and then we remain focused in the present. And then we make plans for the future. Okay, so there's always a reminder with the Six of Cups not to get lost too much in the past or not to be focused too much on the future. Remember to be present in the here and the now. Very, very important. But the Six of Cups can also be something coming back in from the past. Now, for some of you, you're releasing something from the past. Okay, it's like, I'm done. Okay, thank you very much for that experience. As challenging, as interesting as it was, I'm ready for something different. So you could certainly be releasing something from the past energy, okay, something that has been blocking you or challenging you. But there could certainly be a return of something from your past, okay? Now, this could be a second chance at something, reviving an old dream. You could have a person that comes back from your past, an old friend, an old business colleague, someone that actually may be very welcome in your world, okay? Someone that maybe you manifested back in to your world, maybe accidentally, all right? Because we're always constantly manifesting, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. So you could certainly have something coming back from your past that is actually fairly positive for you, whether it's a person or an opportunity that's coming back around for a second time. There is this element of excitement here. And the High Priestess is, of course, being very open, very ready to receive. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets and mysteries. And with this being in your subconscious, very much attached to the moon energy and very much attached, of course, to your intuition and your spiritual self here, okay, there may be some sort of internal epiphany or revelation, some sort of secret or information or something that your subconscious has been trying to tell you. And you may not have been open to that information, okay? Or you may have been ignoring the signs in some way. Have you been having crazy dreams? Have you been seeing repeating numbers all over the place? Spirit's been trying to tell you something, trying to get a message across, or trying to give you some guidance, okay? Something inside has been trying to come out, okay? So, and that's when we get that Tower moment as well, okay? Because Spirit will knock on our door. Hello, are you there? And then we don't answer, or we don't pay attention, or we ignore things, or whatever. It might be a fleeting moment. And then, there's the doorbell, okay? And then eventually Spirit just beats down our door and makes something so apparent that we cannot actually ignore it whatsoever, okay? So that's those epiphany moments, those aha moments, the bright white light, okay, of clarity, of sense of purpose, okay, is what's coming in there for you. But I also feel here that there may be something here with the High Priestess energy that, yes, your powers of manifestation are very, very strong. Okay, your intuition very much heightened as well. Okay, but I also feel here, because this is in your subconscious, that there is maybe something that you're keeping quiet about. You're keeping a secret. Whether you reveal that to anybody or not. So I think here, if you are looking at making any kind of change, or if you do have any kind of good news or anything like that coming in, I think here that you're keeping things to yourself. I don't think you're actually really telling anyone about what your plans are or about your next course of action necessarily, especially if you're making some sort of change. Okay, you're following a goal, a dream, especially if you're, like, say, looking for a new job or something like that. Okay, I think you're keeping things a little bit quiet, right? You don't want to show your, in a game of poker, right? You're not going to show your hand before you're ready. Okay, so I think you're holding your cards close to your chest in some area. But we've got the Three of Wands here as well. You're open, you're ready, you're taking action, you're moving forward. Okay, you've got a plan in place, you know what you want, and here you are, you're ready to seize the moment, seize the day. The Three of Wands is an energy of expansion, of growth. It is taking something to the next level. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities that are opening up for you, a lot of doors that are opening up for you. The threes are creation, they are also expansion, and they are one of seeing something through to fruition. So I think here that you're really opening those doors for yourself. Okay, you're really starting something new. Okay, you're doing different things. Okay, you're clearing out old energy and you are moving forward. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're starting to see your actions come to fruition, and you're open and ready for new experiences, new things, and those improvements in your life, taking things up a notch, taking things to the next level. And this does bring about that energy of excitement here as well. So again, with that Tower, the Tower always serves a purpose. Okay, it's always for our best and highest good. And I think here that if you have been feeling stuck, get ready to be unstuck. Okay, so let's get a few more details here for you guys. We've got the whips coming out there, the moon, the mice, whoops, we've got the dog, and we've got the garden there. Okay, so the garden is all about open expansion, okay, getting things out in the open, okay, or opening yourself up to new experiences. This is also a social card here as well. Friends, family, getting yourself out there, okay, trying new things, having some fun, okay. The whips and the mice, okay, with the dog here, okay, I feel like there's some things here that are leaving for you, okay. The mice usually does represent some loss, okay, also represents some anxiety here as well, okay. But with the High Priestess here, I think that you are releasing that energy, okay. But the mice also kind of nibble away at things a little bit sometimes too. So so with that there, I think there's possibly some losses, okay, some previous losses that that you are healing from, or that you're letting go of, especially with that Tower. The dog certainly does bring in sense of trust and loyalty. The whips, a little bit of tension or repeating activity. So perhaps you've been repeating something over and over and over again, and now things are finally starting to come together for you. But the whips can also represent passion. They can also represent a younger person as well, usually someone that's kind of a little bit scattered, okay, or a little bit, how should we say, sure, spontaneous or reckless a little bit sometimes too. Okay, we do have a Knight of Wands here as well, okay, but there could certainly be you following your passions for sure, but at its core, the whips can certainly be a negative card sometimes, okay. So I think for some of you here, you're letting go of something that has not been really healthy for you, something that has kind of deteriorated away a little bit at a time. And I think with the Page of Wands here, you've been loyal to a situation, and I think now you're ready to let something go, put yourself out there, try something new. The moon really is, yes, about cycles, okay, and yes, very connected with the moon, all right, but the moon is also about recognition, okay, as well. It can also bring in a little bit of romance here too. So I don't know, I think whether you're letting something go or trying something different to improve your relationship situation, okay, doing something a little bit more fun, a little bit more innovative, okay, or whether you are really looking to get recognized for what you do, okay, for your work, all of that kind of thing. And I think if you don't get it right now, there may be some sort of argument or tension there, okay, something is maybe taken away, okay, or has deteriorated. And I think if that's the case in your workplace, okay, I think your recognition and for a job well done, your reputation is very important to you. And if you're not where you're at, then this Page of Wands, here you are, you're setting yourself free and you're making the conscious choice to move forward and do something a little bit different, okay? So whatever your situation happens to be, okay, we're releasing old icky energy and we are embracing the new. We are setting our sights, we're making change, we're doing something a little bit more fun or exciting, and have a much more positive outlook for the future. So I'm going to close out your reading here with a couple of manifestation cards here. These are manifestation affirmations, okay? So I'll hold them up to the camera. You can take a screenshot if one of them speaks to you. But while I'm doing that, we are running a contest here over the moon. I say we because it's me and, of course, all of my spiritual guidance here. So we form a little collective group here every single time. So this is a contest to win a free personal reading, and open until March 6th, okay, is the deadline to enter. And all you need to do is one little thing, actually two little things, okay? The first little thing is just commit to doing one nice thing for yourself. Put yourself first. Self-love, self-care, do something fun, do something exciting. Doesn't have to cost any money, okay? Whatever that is for you, how you practice self-love and self-care. Second thing is leave a comment in the box down below. Say, I love myself. All right, and that's all you need to do. Hopefully while you're there, hopefully something in this reading did resonate with you and you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. All right, but otherwise just put that I love myself down in there in the comments box. I will be drawing the winner on March 9th, okay, and that is when we'll find out who wins the free reading. But even if you don't win the free reading, you still win, because you've done something nice for yourself and you've put a positive affirmation of I love myself down in the comments box, release that into the universe, and that way you will attract more wonderful things to you. So a little bit tricky. Anyways, so we've got divine order. I am in the right place at the right time, and everything is in divine order. Use that affirmation, okay? It's actually a very important one right there, okay? Be present, Six of Cups. And here's your second one. Interesting. I think Sag got both of these same ones. I might be wrong. I can see and feel my life purpose. My life purpose is known by my higher self, and every day it is revealed to me effortlessly with grace and ease. I have clarity, and I can see and feel about the purpose of my life. There you go. Leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you, Capricorn, that resonated with you in some way, whether it was a little bit or the whole dang thing. All right, so I thank you guys for watching. If there was something here that resonated, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel also. But I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.